It looks like we're done. Hey, here I am again. This is the final installment of the first set of models for the Energia series. As you can see here, we've basically finished the two kits from STC Start. They're 1/288 scale. And we've got a Energia with a Buran and an Energia with a Polyus. So I finished decals on the Buran and got the rocket nozzles all assembled on the both boosters, and there's lots of little rocket nozzles, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit here in our final session on this build. The trick is you're gluing on these four boosters with not a lot of alignment options, and they're supposed to be kind of this goofy offset pattern because the payload's on this side, but then you got very rough guides on where to put these nozzles. They're supposed to be sort of symmetric. And then on top of that, if you're going to put it on the base, it's got to fit in these holes. So I'm just going to slide the Buran one here and see if we can get this on. Because the problem I had, trying to get this in these holes, it tends to knock off these little nozzles. Now what happens is how this sits on here, and I'm going to put a poll out on my Facebook page. See if, should I glue this on or not? See, there's a little hole here, and I guess it's like an umbilical stand, and it fits on this little tab on the base, this little hole. So we're gonna try to put that on there, but we gotta fish these engines through there as well. And let's see if we can do that without breaking anything. Maybe not. It's very finicky trying to go in, which makes me want to just punt and glue this on, because you know how many people really are going to want to oh boy, I'm going to launch this thing and play rocket guy and see, it's very, now you could possibly glue the engine nozzles on. See, I can't even get it on here without breaking a whole bunch of them. You can see it's just not fitting because the nozzles on this side are a little bit off. If I try going that, no, it's not going to work. Anyway, so we'll have to work on that. But so for the shuttle one, this one seems to be aligned a little better. It sits on there nice and easy. So maybe I won't glue this one on, but you can see it's a pretty solid fit towards the bottom and pretty flush down here, and it comes off easily. But it's a matter of if these all are aligned correctly, and theoretically you could glue them on later, but we'll see. So anyway, this came out good. I'm happy with the decals. I had painted some of the black over, but the shrunk down decals for the tile pattern in the chines here and the nose and a little bit back on the tail area worked out well. The tail fin, I didn't have any decals, and so I wound up using some black decal stripes for the rudder, and the leading edge just hand painted with a couple of decal stripes to pick up the top of it. Anyway, so it's it looks good with a little bit of attention to paint, and this goes on the stand here without too much trouble on that one. We'll have to figure out how to get the other one on here. But that's it. And so for that wraps up this one. I got some things going on this week, so I'm not going to get to our next project, which is going to be same scale, but the kit from Master Model. We're going to do this one next. And what's interesting about it, it's designed completely differently. Real quick preview. The main tank, the center core, is split into three parts. It's into thirds. This one came as a cylinder. The orbiter has, it's all one color molded, and instead of top and bottom, it's two sides, and the wings are separate pieces, so it's a completely different design, completely different molds. And the side boosters have all those landing gear pods as separate parts, which will make it easier to paint, because that's going to be painted a different shade. And I'm probably going to, instead of trying to force myself to use the existing shades, I think I'm going to go with a 50-50 blend of a sky gray and white, and that'll get me close to, because what I have, it's this is the sky gray, and it's just too dark. But if I tone this down by 50% white, I think I'll be very close to what I'm looking for. The Buran came out a little too tan, a little too brown for my taste. So, but anyway, that's the whole idea. We're trying things out. It may not be perfect, but it's fun, and it's a model, and it'll sit on a shelf. So thank you for your attention. Be back in probably a week or so with a start on the master model Buran Energia in 1/288 scale. Thanks for your attention and comments. Bye now.